The Imperium is finished. It is falling. It is going to burn. Our father is done. His malicious dreams are over. Horus is rising.
I never wanted this.
The verdant world of Calth, a bastion of Imperial might and a jewel of Ultramar. The Emperor's Grand Crusade across the stars is in its closing stages, and two of his largest Space Marine legions, the Ultramarines and the Wordbearers, muster on Calth to prepare for war. Here, in the lush forests on the Sharaud province, one phase of the global muster begins. The 111th and 112th Company Ultramarines, under Captain Akritis and Frasterax, advance to the forest clearings, awaiting their airlifts to orbit. But in a single moment, the 13th Legion would be changed forever.
He sees figures in red armor. They're advancing up the hill. Word-bearers. Frasterax raises a hand. A bolt gun fires. Battle Brother Karen's explodes at the waist. Coming uphill, at the hindquarters of the Ultramarines companies, the Word-bearers form a line. They're advancing through the dry, ferny brush, weapons raised, firing at will. Bolter rounds are exploding in the ranks of the Ultramarines, blowing blue armor plate apart, throwing men into the air. Ultramarines fall, shot in the back, in the legs, split open, sliced in half. It's a massacre. It's a slaughter. In seconds, before the main strength of the men can even turn in surprise, the ferny slope is littered with dead and dying. At the top of the slope, in the deeper forest, Akritis roars in fury. He starts down the slope into the hail of gunfire, and Kaiser grabs him and stops him. "No!" the sergeant shouts. "No!" He shakes Akritis and turns him. "You bastards!"
28,000 years in the future, the Emperor of Man wages a bloody crusade across the stars to reunite the lost human colonies and forge a lasting imperium. His mighty armies are bioengineered, power-armored, transhuman warriors, the Legiones Astartes, the Space Marines. Leading his gargantuan campaign of conquest in all directions from Terra are his 18 sons, the Primarchs, fearsome warriors carved from the Emperor's own flesh and wrought by genecraft, whose creation is only understood by their godlike father. For 200 years the crusade raged on, cutting through swathes of Xenos, mutants and humans who refuse to bend the knee. But the glorious realm of man has a mighty weakness. A flaw so systemic, it will set the entire galaxy aflame. With lies, half-truths, and promises of glory, the dark gods of chaos, primordial powers who reside within a shadow dimension known as the Warp, convince Horus Lupercal, the War Master and greatest of the Primarchs, to turn against his father in the greatest act of betrayal the universe has ever seen.
And if I cannot save it from your failure, Father, then let the galaxy burn.
Horus knew there was one man and one legion who could change the fate of the galaxy: Rabute Guilliman and the mighty Ultramarines. The vaunted 13th Legion hail from the 500 worlds of Ultramar and are the largest legion of all, having more than double of many of the smaller legions, and their Primarch Rabute Guilliman's tactical acumen is second only to the Emperor. Horus knew they must be destroyed. Ultramar must burn. He turned to his most loyal brother and the first Primarch to turn to the Dark Gods of Chaos, Lorgar Aurelian, and his 17th Legion Wordbearers. Before word of the heresy had reached Ultramar, the Wordbearers approached as loyal brothers and assembled beside their brethren on the Ultramar planet of Calth. But in a single moment, the fate of Ultramar was changed forever, and the bloodiest battle of the Horus Heresy began. Welcome to the Mark of Calth. Lorgar's surprise assault began with the simultaneous destruction of the primary orbital defense platform and a scrap code infection of the Calth noosphere. This allowed the traitors to take control of the super-orbital weapons grid, and along with their massive fleet of battle-ready ships, they began to ravage the docked fleet of the Ultramarines. The weapons grid itself focused on the biggest targets, destroying a fortified moon and asteroid Mechanicum station, and then began to fire at the Viridia star, the very sun of the system. This would eventually cause the Great Star to go supernova and utterly irradiate Calth into a radioactive wasteland. But before that final death of the planet, there was an incredibly important ritual to begin. On the planet's surface, things were even more bloody. The huge hordes of cult zealots loyal to the 17th, Titan Legios, Night Houses, and Dark Mechanicum loyal to the War Master, and the Wordbearers themselves simply turned on their former allies with no warning. Loyalists were quite literally murdered in their beds or massacred on the muster fields. Within the first few hours, the formerly 250,000 strong legion of the Ultramarines was reduced to just under 100,000. But the Wordbearers vastly underestimated the resolve and determination of Guilliman's finest. Instead of capitulation under the sudden and vicious onslaught, the Loyalists steeled themselves and fought back, desperate to salvage something out of the calamity. Today's narrative battle report marks the beginning of a 4-month campaign unfolding here on Broadsword and over on Zorpazor. And this is unlike any Warhammer content you have ever seen before. This campaign has been in the works for over 2 years and was shot back in April with an early access copy of the 2nd edition of the Horus Heresy, courtesy of Games Workshop. The campaign follows the events of the New York Times bestseller and Dan Abnett masterpiece, Know No Fear. And the first 2 episodes are live right now, right here, and a 2nd episode over on Zorpazor. So be sure to check that out after this one. But without further ado, let's meet the hero of our story, Sergeant Ankaiser. In utter shock at the sudden betrayal and merciless treachery at the hands of their 17th Legion brothers, the Ultramarines have no choice but to fall back under heavy fire. With much of the command structure obliterated, Captain Akritis and a humble sergeant named Ankaiser of the 112th rally the remnants of the infantry and withdraw in the face of the unrelenting advance of the 17th. The surviving Ultramarines must not escape the killing fields. The Ushkel II must be enacted and the ritual must be completed. The 13th Legion shall be sacrificed upon the altar of the Octet. Calth will burn. The battle for Calth has only just begun.
So your little surprise attack there, Ollie, has minced 2 of my squads from the get-go. It's time for me to try and get off that board edge. I've just got the Tacticals and Captain Akritis and Sergeant Ankaiser. I am going to be using the Full March Logos Lectura, which is going to boost my movement up to 9 inches this turn, which is hopefully going to get me across this board faster. These guys are going to be making a break. And these guys, they're going to make a break too, but they're keeping themselves nice and close to a certain enemy. Now, of course, you might have some reactions, Mr. Oliver.
I think I might pull these guys back 5 inches up here. Initiative, sorry, 4 inches up. And keep the charge out of range and try and bolt you down from the cliffs and the hills.
All right, that's Ollie's only reaction for the movement phase. Now it's into my shooting. I, of course, kept my scouts stationary because they're going to be unloading. Recon Marines have got those beautiful Nemesis bolt rifles.
The enemy is in our sights.
So let's see what we can do. We're hitting on 4s because I am -1 ballistic skill because of the Full March Logos Lectura. And now I'm looking for 5+ on the Ren to get to that AP2. I've got a 4. They still wounds though at strength 5, so that is just 2 2-up saves for you, Ollie.
3-3,
nothing.
we're good.
Nothing, that's fine. I've got plenty more shooting to come.
Into the maelstrom of battle.
Now, I was originally going to set up over here with Akritis to make a big charge into those tacticals, but Ollie has successfully withdrawn, so it's just going to be open firing with rapid firing bolters. Let's start with Akritis' squad going into those tacticals.
Traitors.
Once again, hitting at -1, the Praetor in there on the white dice. It's a lot of misses, guys. Still chasing those classic 4s to wound. And that's a bit better. 4 saves for you, Ollie.
4 3+. That's...
Oh, yes, the
3
boys
down.
are thirsty.
Joish.
We are taking fire.
Ultramarines fall to the Wordbearer reaction.
So, 2 Marines down. I traded 2 for 3.
Still reeling, Sergeant Ankaiser commands his squad to target down the Wordbearers.
All the bolters going in. 22 hitting on 4s and 3s for the Praetor. And a big 4s to wound here.
Trust in your power armor.
7 saves of 3+. 2 down, 2 fall to the mighty Ultramarines bolt guns. And we can't react back because I've already spent my reaction.
So that is the end of my shooting. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any charges now because I rapid fire with both weapons. But with those guys falling back, I didn't want to get overwatched anyway. That is the end of the Ultramarines' first turn.
Theoretical, practical, it all means nothing now. With the treachery of the word bearers finally revealed, the Ultramarines need to push their way out of the muster fields and rendezvous with reinforcements. Heading into the word bearers' turn, killing these two characters is the prime objective. The Terminators seem the best way to do this, so getting them into combat with the Strength 8 Power Fists will insta-kill any Space Marines they hit. There is also a Praetor with a Paragon Blade and what's left of the Tactical Squad. The Ultramarines react by withdrawing away from the word bearers and closer to their board edge, but unfortunately, reinforcements are coming.
We are with you, brothers. We are the Gal for back.
Onto the word bearer shooting phase. I'm going to unleash hell by unleashing the fury of the Legion from this tactical squad into your tactical squad, led by your guy down here. 24 shots from the bolt guns.
24 out of a unit that's already taken some
Hitting on
casualties
3s,
too.
and these ones are hitting on 2s. They all hit as well.
Feel our wrath!
Wounding on 4s. Oh, that was awful!
Yes!
Wow!
That's terrible!
We have a dice roll!
You got like 4 or something?
That many, and that many misses. Geez, so
I will
7
take-
saves.
No apothecary, so just on this 3-up armor, and we've got 3 fails. I am going to be returning fire. Of course, those 3 guys do get to shoot because that happens beforehand, so it's time for me to rapid fire straight back into them.
The weak fight back!
5 saves or 3+. 1, 2, 3 down.
Oh, geez, the word bearer armor has been appalling. It's an even strike. Akritis has the Burden of King's Warlord trait, which means that when Ollie opens fire on this second tactical squad, I'm going to get to make a second reaction, which could create some interesting tactical choices on what you shoot first, Ollie.
Having a think, I can shoot my Terminators at you first. I don't think you want to react fire to them because of my 2+ save, but it will give me the chance to kill some of you and then make your reaction fire back here worse. So the decision is on you on what you're going to do.
I like it. I think he's played to his strengths. Open fire with the Terminators, and let's see what damage they can do.
The copy bolters are rapid fire and twin linked, so we get 10 shots, re-rolling misses, hitting on 3s. Who needs re-rolls? Just the 1, which does...
Yes.
I spoke too soon. 9
did.
hits. Wounding on 4s, strength 4, toughness 4. That is 5 saves for you.
Every one of these Marines won't be shooting again. Oh, look at that. Eat that, Terminators.
Tanks them all. Okay, then it's a tactical squad into your tactical squad.
Taking hits!
The word bearers open fire on Captain Akritis and his squad, but unfortunately do no damage, although in return.
At this point, I wish I could use my reaction, the martyr one, which lets 1 guy die, but it's my own turn.
Yes,
so I
yeah.
can't react
You
to
can't
that.
react in your own...
Saving a 3+, let's do what you did. 3 down.
Oh yeah, we'll take that.
The Ultramarines hit home and take out 3 word bearers in return fire.
On to the word bearers charge phase. Now, you did kill a lot of my dudes.
I did.
But reaction shots do not cause leadership test or morale checks. So fortunately, we're not going to run away from our own shooting
Yeah,
phase.
that would be pretty bad.
So it's on to charge phase now. We've got this unit here is going to go into these guys along with the Terminators. The tactical squad need a 6. They fail miserably.
Oh.
And the Terminators need a 7. They make it in.
All right, so I've also got yet another chance to shoot in Ollie's turn. So I get to Overwatch now, and I can Overwatch against either unit even though they failed. They're still going to make a surge move of 2 inches forward, bringing them a little bit closer. And look, they're such an easy target to pick off the rest of the tacticals, but I think I got to pump into the Terminators to try and reduce that impact damage. So I'm going to open fire.
Unfazed with bolt gun rounds pinging off of their thick Terminator armor, they land into combat.
I have got one last chance with Akritis, my Praetor, to try and slice some Terminators before they attack because he is initiative 5. Only 4 attacks with my Paragon Blade. Let's see if I can get those murderous strikes to double up on the insta-kills. So 3 going through, looking for those big 6s for murderous strike. Oh, I got 1 and 2 normal wounds, which are going through at AP 2 regardless.
Okay, so this will do the normal 2 wounds here. Looking for 4 pluses. Ooh.
Oh, 1 Terminator gone.
And now the big one. This one is an invulnerable save or I'm dead. Yes, the Broadsword 6. Available from BroadswordWargaming.com. Buy those dice now at your discretion.
I still got 1. That's fine.
As the rest of the squad is hitting at initiative 4, they now pile in and get to go next.
No retreat! No surrender!
Once again, I'm paying for that speed bonus for Logos Lectura. All of these are at -1 weapon skill. Looking for 5s. I've got the Apothecary in there on the white dice. He lands a blow with his chainsaw. That is a lot of 5s.
Spicy 5.
And we're just chasing 4s to wound, but I've got Shred on the white dice. So I get to re-roll that 3, and it does a bit of business. 2 normal armor saves, Ollie.
Okay, 2. Looking for no snake eyes again, please. Oh, just another wound gone.
I did sneak a wound, but it's not enough to affect the damage tally. And now, here come the Power Fists, Ollie.
Do you know what? You've got a Power Fist Sergeant.
Oh, so I do.
Whack him in there.
All right, let's see how he
2
goes.
attacks.
Hitting on 5s from my Power Fist Sergeant. Ooh, 1 big Broadsword 6, available from broadswordwargaming.com. And I am chasing a big old 2. Oh, yes, fail it.
4 plus invulnerable save or we're mushed. Broadsword 6. Thank you very much. Time for some power fisting here. We have 12 attacks from the Terminators, hitting on 3s because of your Logos Lectura, which seems to have given you extra 2 inches, but...
Hey, it was a very themey choice, and I probably should have ran to take full advantage of it instead of shooting.
Every inch matters, so we're hitting on 3s here, so...
Oh, I like that.
Okay, and then we are killing you on 2s because you do not get the Apothecary save.
Just like this.
So that is...
Yep.
Wow, 7 dead.
So that is the whole tactical squad, bar the Apothecary, the Sergeant, and my Praetor completely wiped, but I'm still in the fight.
A punishing combat round sees the entire tactical squad decimated, leaving just the characters and Captain Akritis to hold the line.
So I took 7 wounds that combat. Ollie took 3. So I'm taking a leadership test at -4. Let's see if I can hang around.
Oh, sticks about.
I am here for the long haul. So we'll just do a big old pile in, and I believe that is the end of your turn, Ollie.
It is.
Now what the bloody hell am I going to do?
With Captain Akritis and a brave few Ultramarines tied up with the Wordbearers squad, it's down to Sergeant and Kaiser to rally the rest of the force and push on.
We tried running in our last little turn. This time we're going to try standing very still. We are going to use the Hold Fast Logos Lectura, and that is going to buff our shooting to shit, but we are not going to be moving anywhere. So, stationary movement, let's open fire. This tactical squad right in here is hopefully going to blow this tactical squad off the board. I've got 13 shots with my bolters coming through and my console in there as well. Oh, I've left one behind. And they are re-rolling every failed hit.
Nice.
Yes, the Logos Lectura doing its work there. Hold fast, men! Resulting in just a single miss. And this is going to show me a lot of 4s, please. Not bad.
2 fall to the might of the Ultramarines. I'm going to shoot you back.
It's my turn!
6,
Why is he
10,
doing stuff?
10, 11 shots all together here for my guys.
These reactions are massively changing the way this game operates.
I think it does. Hitting on 3s. At 7 hits, wounding on 4s. 5 saves for you.
5 saves in return. 5s on 3s. Oh, 2 down for me too! It's an even trade, even with my big shooting buffs. Let's see if I can get some revenge with the Recon Marines straight into the Gelb Warback.
No! 1, 2, 3. We take 2 wounds. 1 goes down to 1 wound.
We feel no pain.
Still with the Initiative 5 Paragon Blade, he's going to try and hack apart a Terminator or 2, and let's see how he goes. 4 attacks with the Paragon Blade, still hitting on 3s because of my superior weapon skill, and looking for those big 6s to get the Murderous Strike. No strikes, but we do get 3, no, just 2 wounds with the +1 strength.
4 plus invulnerable. 1 goes, we lost a wound already, 1 is out of there.
All right, so we've had an effect. That's a good start. Now it's onto the Apothecary all by himself. Revving in with the chainsaw. He's hitting on 4s. Oh, he loves it. And he'll be re-rolling this wounding strike. Still chasing 4s. Doesn't even need it. 2 armor saves, Ollie.
2 saves of 2 plus. We're fine.
Loves it. But in comes the Sergeant with the fist. I'm on evens now. But man, there was your Snake Eyes. He gets nothing. And it is now Terminator time to retaliate.
All right, we've got 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 3 hits.
I think I'm just going to drop 2 wounds into the Apothecary and the Sergeant and take a single one on my Praetor. 1 save. Oh, Broadsword 6! Man, those dice are great at solving instant death kills. But I lose the Sergeant and the Apothecary. Oh my lord. Akritis is all alone facing down the Wordbearer horde.
I fear no evil, for I am fear incarnate.
With his squad around him dead, "You bastards!" he shouts. But hope appears in the distance. 5 Ultramarines Terminators have made their way from the rear lines up to the front and fought their way to their captain. The Gal Vorbak can sense this new threat and decide to close the gate and get in front and stop them escaping from the muster fields. With a run move, they're even faster.
Advance, close them down, and taste their flesh.
Ollie, you've pushed up here, and it's now my kind of option to do a bit of a reaction. Now, I thought that I could try and do a withdraw with my Ultramarines here with Kaiser, but I can only go directly away, which kind of takes me straight to the TAC and the Gal Vorbak. So instead, I'm going to advance with my Ultramarine Terminators. They're going to make a 4-inch move forwards, bring them a bit closer into the fight. And now, my friend, it is your shooting phase.
We are going to Fury of the Legion yet again. We didn't move in my phase anywhere, so we're going to shoot down into this tactical squad. I think the idea is to close the pincer, try and ignore the Terminators till you come mowing through my dudes, and get the Gal Vorbak into combat. Hitting on 3s.
Under fire.
Wounding on 4s. Okay, that is 4 saves.
4 big ones on 3s. Wow! Look at that. All 4 up. Who needs a 3+ save?
Tanks it.
Now, do I return fire now, knowing that I've weathered that storm, or do I return fire into...
Possibly them.
Are you going to shoot me and charge me? I have to decide now.
The Ultramarines return fire.
3 3+.
Ugh.
So for all of our shooting, all of the dice, and all of the time, we did nothing to anybody.
Yeah.
We just ping off the armor.
Yeah, we just sort of moved a bit.
Yeah, took about 20 minutes to do it.
Yeah,
so,
should we get into a real part of the game?
Yeah, I might shoot though.
Okay, now you're going to shoot.
So I can shoot some bolt pistols and I might charge. So
Oh, what a long charge. I'll
2
see
bolt
that.
pistols, 1 hit, wounding on 4, doesn't wound.
All right,
Okay.
let's get into it.
The charge.
The charge phase.
The big charge.
The Ultramarines overwatch, causing 2 hits, 1 wound, and 1 dead.
The time has come. Samus is here. Well, he's not here. He's somewhere else. But we might make the charge. It's all relevant. We're looking for a big, fat 11 on 2 dice. Oh, I saw the broadsword. We got a 9. It's a fail. We do surge forwards, though.
You do. So you're surging forward, rounding up.
5
That's
inches?
5 inches, which takes you right into the center of the kill zone of my newly arrived Ultramarine
Brilliant.
units. No problem at all. Speaking of slicing and dicing with Ultramarines, let's zip back to quite possibly the Praetor's last turn. He's got a Paragon Blade. Maybe he can cut his way free. Akritis, what can you do for Ultramar? And chasing 3s to hit with that higher weapon skill. Oh, he's on the fire here. And big 6s to get that murderous strike. Nothing this time with the strike, but I do land 3 wounds on that +1 strength at AP2. You're on your 4+ invul, Ollie.
Okay. Oof,
Oh,
1 drop.
Cuts 1 out, but now they do fight back.
4 dice, hitting on 5s. 2 hits, nice. Wounding on 2s.
Give me a 1.
Oh, there's a 1! The broadsword 6. You are insta-dead to a mashed fist unless you can pass your 4+ invulnerable save.
All right, let's do this.
50-50 chance.
Come on. Oh, it's off the board. Oh, Jesus, this thing's too bouncy. Oh, he's out of here.
He gets...
Emperor, forgive me.
With the death of the brave Captain Akritis, it's down to Sergeant and Kaiser to lead the way and save his brothers on the muster fields.
To me, brothers.
The Ultramarines Terminators make a normal move forward as far as they can.
The Terminators have pushed up, and Kaiser is now going to, well, rapidly retreat and tactically deploy his squad to cover his withdrawal. He's not running away. He's got the 7-inch move, and then he'll be able to make a run. That's going to free up these guys to pull on back. Get ready to engage.
As the Ultramarines square up, ready for a fight, the Wordbearers pull back 4 inches. The plan here is to form a line or a wall to stop the Ultramarines' reinforcements helping the scouts out, so the Gal Vorbak can chase down the target, Sergeant and Kaiser.
Cross me and die.
We have got a swirling maelstrom of blue and red now. I've got units deep, I've got units behind, Ollie's in the middle and on the flanks. It is quite chaotic. It's time to open fire. I'm going to use my Recon Marines.
Our aim is true.
Needing 3s. I am at -1 hitting, so I need to hit on 4s because of my Logos Lectura Retribution strike. and I'm chasing those big, beautiful rending 5s. We just checked it. That is 3 wounds punching through at AP2, Ollie. You've got 3 feel no pains.
35 pluses.
Oh,
Oof.
That's enough. You've got 1 wounded, so I take 1 whole model off. That is 1 Gelvorback down, and 1 is injured.
I die.
So it's time to turn the tables, Ollie. You did a little sneaky Overwatch bait action with your Terminators. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to open up. I've got my 2+ armor. I want Ollie to Overwatch against these guys. Otherwise, it's going to hurt him later. So, all my combi bolters into your tactical squad. Re-rolling those misses. Whoa, I made a few as well.
Are you at minus ballistic skill now still?
I am at minus ballistic skill, so I'd be hitting on 4s. I've still got that -1. Ooh, combi bolter doing the work for me. And needing 4s to wound. Not bad, pretty even.
So we've got 5 saves. I've got the Praetor on a 2+, whilst the rest are all on a 3+. I'm going to have to do this in blocks of 3 until we lose people. 1 gone, and the final 2 can go together. 2 gone. So that's 2 standard Ultramarines out of there.
Now I will be opening fire with the bolt pistols from this squad into those guys so that we can charge them off the board. And I've got 5 coming in. Still at that -1 ballistic skill, and that really hurt us that time with just a single nothing. But that is fine because we are all about the charges this turn.
With Overwatch doing absolutely nothing to stop these monstrous Terminators getting into combat. And they make a disordered charge, meaning they can charge both units, but they do give up their extra attack for charging. Now the Praetor, can he hold them off?
Into the maelstrom of combat, the Wordbearer's Praetor finally steps forward, bellows out a massive call, and then tries to hit some Terminators. So we have 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is all hits. We are wounding on 3s because of +1 strength at AP2, and we are Murderous Strike 6 for 2 Murderous Strikes. And 2 normal saves as well. So I'll have you take those Murderous Strike invulnerable saves first.
Yeah, that's savage. If I fail any of those, that's a Terminator lost for each fail. 2 big 4s! Oh! 2 Terminators off, and then I've got 2 saves at AP2. So these are still on 4s, and I pass 1 of those. So I've lost 2 Terminators, and 1 goes down to 1 wound. Bang, 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 and this gentleman is now wounded. I know it's up to my initiative 4 big old tacticals, because your last tactical has a power fist, Ollie. So I've got my sergeant with a legatine axe, and then my normal tacticals. And even though we are buffed up, our weapon skill is weapon skill 5 because of retribution strike.
6.
Yep, so I'm still hitting on 5s against you. Let's see what we can do here. That guy is a beast, this cheeky Praetor. Oh, only 2 5s going through, and unfortunately not on the legatine axe, so no AP2. Chasing 4s to wound. That's just 2 normal saves.
I think I'll take both of these on the Praetor. He's got a 2-up save, and I'd quite like the power fist to hang around to fist you a bit more. So we're going to take 2 2+. He's fine. He's good. He's okay.
He saved them nicely. Now it's into power fist stage, and we've got power fists all over the place.
Power fist everywhere. You've got
so
2 to 3 Terminators. I've got 2 Terminators and a power fist sergeant.
Let's break this up into mini zones. We'll do my Terminator over here striking into this unit here. I had a disordered charge because I charged 2 units, so it's just 2 attacks for this Terminator. He gets the all-important 5, and he just needs a 2, and that is a big old wound crushing the Tactical Marine.
Do we let the Tactical Marine die? I think we do, rather than taking the 4+ on the Praetor.
Don't risk it.
Yeah,
man.
I think the
what are you
Tactical
doing?
Marine.
He
Okay.
still gets to strike, though.
Of course he does.
Because he's got his fist as well, so see if you can lay me low in return.
He's going to have a go back at you then. 2 attacks, 1 hit, 2+. Yeah, and you're 4+ invulnerable.
I've got a 4-up. Oh, it's a spin of doom. Everyone is obliterated. Now, over on the other side, it is just an all-out 2-on-2 Terminators. I've got no charging bonus. It's disordered. Let's roll the dice together, Ollie. I actually do have a little bit of an edge because I've got +1 weapon skill, Ollie. I'm on the white dice. You're on the black. Let's go.
Okay. 4 attacks each. I'm hitting on 5s. You're hitting on 3s. 1 for me, 3 for you.
Oh, man. I'm glad I got all those 3s.
Broadsword 6. Wounding on 2s. A broadsword 6.
And wounds all around. All right, I'm gonna do my invul first. We need a big 4 up here, and he's got it. No wounds for the Terminators.
Okay, 3 for me.
No! Oh!
Both Terminators down.
We have wiped the Terminators off the map. That is 5 wounds taken for you, and
to you.
6 wounds taken from me. So I do lose the combat at -1, even though I wiped the rest of his cataphracts. I took a lot of casualties.
I've just got a Praetor left.
You do, that's it. So I got to take a leadership test for each of my squads to make sure they don't bail. So looking at leadership 8, the Terminators are fine on a 7, and the same for the Tacticals. They are loving it.
I seethe with purpose.
With the death of Captain Akritis, the rest of the Word-Bearer's reinforcements move in for the kill. Heavily armored breaches, mobile tactical squads, and the elite Gal Vorbak are here. They're here to finish what Lorgar started, and to see Calth burn.
Holy shit, Oliver, that is a lot of word bearers that have suddenly deployed.
The reinforcements have arrived. We've killed some other things, and now we're all here.
Yeah.
There's one objective, that is kill and Kaiser.
And Kaiser wants to get the hell out of Dodge, and he was supposed to take some squads with him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's going to be all that likely now.
It's looking unlikely, but my reinforcements have arrived. We can't move again, but we can shoot. So we're going to try and pepper you a little bit here.
Yeah.
It's all down to the Gal Vorbak.
You've still got these 2 big moves, don't you? The Tactical Squad and the Gal Vorbak. Let's jump into those and see how the shooting phase unfolds.
It is all or nothing at this point. Everything towards the end goal, everything to the end zone. I must stop Sergeant and Kaiser getting off the board.
Close in and stop them for Lorgar and the War Master.
Scouts advance.
The Ultramarines do not give themselves in vain. They will die for the Emperor and for Calth.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
So reactions have once again dramatically changed the flow of this game. I have been able to advance and form a line blocking out the Gal Vorbak from charging and Kaiser. But it ain't over, Ollie.
It's a hideous sacrificial tactic. Those guys want and Kaiser to go off the board, right? That's their plan. They are sacrificing themselves into the monstrous mutant Gal Vorbak that, in fact, they've never seen at this point.
Well, you know, they're recon scouts. They don't actually know. They've been too far away.
They've been sat there for ages.
Yeah.
So, now what's going to happen is I need to kill maybe 2 to 3 to be able to get the Gal Vorbak into him. So I'm going to shoot with the tactical squad here up on the ridge. Now, 1 is in rapid fire range. So I have 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, the other guy's hitting on 2s. That's 4 hits. We are wounding on 4s. For 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Okay, I'm 3 up save. They are recon Marines. They're still in power armor. Let's see what I can do here. Big saves, Marines. Oh, 1 goes down.
Oh no.
1, that's okay. That'll still be enough to keep Kaiser safe, which is going to force Ollie to have to try to make another kill by shooting at the Gal Vorbak, so I am not going to return fire at the tactical. 4 of your bolt spitters, which will be in range of rapid fire. That's 8 shots coming in to my poor little recon Marines.
All right, the bolt spitters here then are rapid fire, hitting on 3s. That is 7 hits. Forced to wound. How many can get off the board? 4 saves.
4 saves.
You need to lose maybe 2 here.
Yeah, let's see what we can do. Big Space Marine power armor. It's good at deflecting bolts. It's what it does. Oh! They all save.
This is quite important now. So now we need a big charge through this train, which is -2 to the charge as well.
Oh man, that is going to be fierce. Let's
get
measure
all
that
around.
out.
I will have your flesh.
So it's a kind of a tough decision. I think I want to try and secure a win here for the word bearers. So what I'm going to do, which is pretty cheeky now, is make a multi-charge. So what this means is I declare the scouts as my primary target and him as my secondary. If I make the move to the scouts and I make enough inches to get into him, I can charge him as well.
You can wrap around.
So I need 11 inches to get to him, and it's like a 4 inches to get to these guys. I get +1 to my charge as well. So it's like 4 here or 11 round to him.
So I think it's time to roll up that charge, Ollie.
Okay, I'm looking for an 11, or at least a 4 to get into the scouts. Let's give it a go. 8.
Oh man, that was
Not
close.
enough.
I saw that 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so piling in hard on the recon Marines. And I'm going to get to Overwatch, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I'm going to unload. I do get to Overwatch with, I think it's just the 1 unit, because Combined Fire, my Ultramarine Special Combined, only works with Return Fire. Let's see if I can pepper a few. Oh, man, I need those 6s on the rend. No, just those again, please. Broadsword, amazing dice. Oh, I got one. So 1 rend at AP2, that is a feel no pain only, and that's gonna be critical.
Oh,
yes!
Another one down.
There we go. This is big. So, Ollie, you've got less attacks because your charge is disordered. So that's only 3 attacks each.
Yeah, rage
9.
doesn't count, even though disorder, charge bonuses, blah, 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 blah. We normally be getting loads of dice. We're getting 9 attacks now. We have weapon skill 5.
Yes, I am weapon skill 5 as well because
yes.
of Retribution Strike, my Logos Lectora, and that's really the only thing giving me a chance here.
Yeah.
So, hitting on 4s, winning on 3s, 9 dice.
AP3, killing on 3s.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Here we go, hitting on 4s then. Okay, 5.
5. Oh, I got a chance.
Killing
Roll
on
one at a
3s.
time. Oh, you cheat.
Oh, broadsword. Broadsword there.
He
So that,
slices them out of there.
A draw has been secured. The glorious sacrifice of the Recon Marines meant Sergeant and Kaiser had enough time to escape the muster field and rally with the rest of the forces. Although initially caught off guard by the treacherous surprise assault, can the Ultramarines successfully hold off the Wordbearer's attack? Well, you'll just have to wait for part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to like, share and subscribe, and hit the alarm bell for more videos to come because more Calth is coming. Check all the links below for different ways to support the channel. There's Patreon, there's my store, and there's various affiliate links as well. It all really means a lot. Thank you all of you. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Now go and check out Zorpazorp's Battle Room.